Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have one of my absolute favorite things to do, and it's a makeup tutorial. So I started off with a primer. Right now I'm just going in with the brows. I always begin with brows. It's just easier for me. It shapes out my face, makes the whole look a lot easier. I just went in with the Anastasia brow gel. I'm fanning it so it can dry right before I put on the Benefit Gimme Brow. I believe I use the shade number 5. So number 5, because here's the little dip brow from Benefit. So you'll see me really just doing really small strokes. That's what works for me. I do switch it up kind of depending on where I'm going. If I'm just going for like a really natural look, which I pretty much was going for natural brows today. So I'm just doing small strokes, filling it in that way. Now we're just going to clean it up with the Born This Way by Too Faced. It's one of my absolute favorite concealers. Super easy to work with, super creamy. And now it's time to blend. I like to kind of blend it out a little bit with the brush and then follow it up with the sponge. So this right here is a new favorite of mine. This is by One Size, their concealer. It's a little bit deeper shade of the Born This Way, so I'm just using that to conceal on top of my brows. Pretty much the same consistency. I would say it's pretty much spot on. I love both of them. Can't go wrong. And so for the eyes, we're gonna go in with this Huda Beauty, the Desert Dust palette, I believe it's called. I forgot to actually give you guys the actual shades that I was doing. So you kind of just gotta go based off of what it looks like. I wanted to work with more so oranges, the orange family. That's what the palette is basically about. Some deeper red undertones in there. So since I can't tell you the actual shades that I'm using right now, I'll let you know my technique. My technique is to always pat and circle, pat and circle. That's what works for me. I feel like that's the easiest way to get the product on there as pigmented as possible, but also keep it blended. I'm gonna go in with this clean brush just to finish smoothing out those edges, making sure it's completely blended. Now this palette was gifted to me by one of my clients. Every time she comes out here, she calls me and gets some service done, whether it's makeup or it's a facial. She's super supportive. And she gave me this palette the last time I was doing her makeup. It was brand new. She had 2 of them. So she was like, here, it's so pretty. I love her. And I love this palette. Holy Grail Liquid Eyeliner goes out to Kat Von D, also known as Vegan Beauty now. When I'm working on my wings, me personally, I like to start from the actual wing first and then just work my way in. I like to do basically what feels good in that moment too. So let me put that out there right now. Whatever feels comfortable and easy, do that. Whether it's starting on the inner corner or starting on the outside, because sometimes I'll switch it up. These are my lashes. These are in the style Anything But Basic. I'm just gonna pop these on. I didn't record it, but they're on now. This is the Airbrush Flawless Finish Foundation by Charlotte Tilbury. This foundation is so so good. This is hands down my absolute favorite foundation. Going back in using the Born This Way by Too Faced concealer, we're just gonna highlight the areas we want to accentuate. Make sure you beat that nose. I just want to say that the easiest thing for me is to work with more so creamier concealers underneath the eye area so it doesn't dry up too fast and cling on to any possible dry patches that there may be or fine lines and wrinkles. Let it sit for a little bit to get a tad bit tacky and then blend it out. And then you'll get the most flawless look every single time. Tools are important. As you can see, I'm going back and forth between brushes and sponges. I love brushes. I love working with brushes. It gets the initial job done, but I like to follow it up with the sponge because it adds that extra little touch to blending it out that just completes the look. It's literally the icing on the cake. And now you just see me going in with the translucent powder. I don't like to use too much because I like to use a white powder, so I just do a tad bit. Time to contour. So I'm just doing a light cream contour and I'm gonna follow it up with a powder. You won't see me blend out the cream contour, which I do recommend ideally, but for me and the look I was going for, I wanted to use the powder to finish blending it out because I didn't do a super deep cream contour, if that makes sense. So just keep in mind, as I'm letting the powder sit, I'm contouring my face. So I'm still letting that powder sit so it can really set the makeup really well as I work on another area. And then afterwards, I'll go ahead and remove it. So now you just see me using the translucent powder to create a more defined contour just in a specific area. So again, I didn't want my contour too dramatic today, so I'm only gonna do a little bit, but if you want it a little bit more dramatic, keep angling it a little bit further down. Now I'm just adding some of the eyeshadow that I used earlier to the bottom lash line. And then I'm just gonna clean it up a tad bit with the same brush that I used for my foundation earlier. So here we have our Sephora pencil. I just wanted to add a little pop of color here. Blue is one of my favorite colors, so I figured why not. And right here you see me pause for a second because my eyes started watering, of course. So here I am just, taking a few pictures while my eyes dry up a little bit, having a little bit of fun, still not doing my makeup, halfway done. And we are back. Now to remove the translucent powder, we're gonna go in with our Cover FX foundation powder in our correct shade, and we're just gonna lightly dab it in and go over our face. That way it doesn't leave like a white cast on your face. And then we're just gonna go in with this blush by MAC. It's one of my all-time favorites. It's called Gleeful. To prep for our highlight, we're gonna go ahead and spray our face with our setting spray. And then this highlight is again by MAC. It's called Gold Deposit. I've had this like multiple times since the first time I got into high-end makeup, and that was like a few years ago. So this is seriously my holy grail of highlighters. And we can't forget about our bottom lashes. We're just adding some mascara. You can use any mascara that you want. I'm just gonna line my lips. I had to create this shade using an eyeshadow and a eyeliner pencil because I lost my favorite lip liner. Introducing the TLT Beauty lip gloss in the shade Juicy Fruit. These are available for purchase on our website. The website will be in the description box. You can purchase these for $6 with the squeeze tubes and $7 for the wand tubes. All of our products are cruelty-free and vegan, and shipment is only $3.50. But if you spend over $25, you get free shipping.